ओके सब लोग हो गए ऐड?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, good, great. So let's start from where we left. Okay, so okay. So we were talking about equation 9.3. I'll write it again. So this was Q beta negative is equal to Mn into XA Z minus Mn into X prime A Z plus 1 and minus Me into C squared. So this was 9.3. Okay, and in this case we said that Mn was the nuclear mass because the mass of the antineutrino that we know is equal to 0, so it is not included as mass of antineutrino is equal to 0, therefore ignored. Okay. So to convert nuclear masses into neutral atomic masses, we can say we are going to convert nuclear masses into the tabulated, means the ones that you have in the tables, you can find them, neutral atomic masses. So in that case, it's written as the mass of the atom. And therefore we use this and we can write mxa into C squared is equal to Mn xa into C squared plus the number of protons or electrons and minus the binding energy. So the binding energy.
Binding energy का symbol.
हाँ, again ये कौन बोला भला?
रामीन.
रामीन, अभी मैंने आपको बताया था ना कि हमने कुछ पार्ट जो है वो केप्लान में से पढ़ा है और कुछ पार्ट जो है वो क्रेन में से पढ़ा है. अगेन हम और भी बुक्स से कुछ ले सकते हैं मटेरियल. एक और मैंने हैंड आउट जो आपको दिया था वो एक और बुक में से था. सो हर बुक में ना थोड़ा थोड़ा सिंबल्स वेरी करते हैं. तो जब मैंने आपको पढ़ाया था टॉपिक, मैंने आपको बताया था कि कुछ बुक्स में इसको BE लिखते हैं, कुछ बुक्स में इसको खाली B लिखते हैं और कुछ बुक्स में इसको BI भी लिख सकते हैं. ठीक है. और यहाँ पे I पर्टिकुलर इसलिए लिखा गया है क्योंकि हम नंबर ऑफ पार्टिकल्स कंसिडर कर रहे हैं स्टार्टिंग फ्रॉम 1 to Z, तो इसलिए BI है. ठीक है.
राइट मैम.
ठीक हो गया. ओके, सो यहाँ पे हम इसको अब डिफाइन कर देते हैं. ये जो क्वांटिटी है हमने जो अभी डिफाइन की थी, ठीक है, ये MXA, इसको हमने क्या डिफाइन किया? ये पूरा जो है, दिस इज मास ऑफ एन एटम. ठीक हो गया. और MNXA इज mass of a nucleus.
Nucleus.
और ZME क्या है? दिस इज mass of electrons. ठीक है.
Yes, ma'am.
एंड व्हाट एल्स? ये सिग्मा जो ये है क्वांटिटी अभी मैंने आपको बताया, दिस इज बाइंडिंग एनर्जी. ठीक है, इसको यहाँ पे दोबारा मैं लिख देती हूँ अगर आपको क्लियर चाहिए तो. ठहरो मैं एक तरीके से लिखती हूँ, एक मिनट. सो लेट मी पुट दिस हियर, put this minus sign here and change my color. okay, and ये वाली जो क्वांटिटी है, ये वाली, this is the binding energy. ठीक हो गया?
Yes, ma'am.
so Bi is the binding energy of the ith electron. ठीक है, एंड देन यू हैव द समेशन साइन, तो हर इलेक्ट्रॉन का ऐड करके फिर टोटल इस तरह से हो जाएगा. राइट?
Right, ma'am.
okay, so now I'm using the numbering of these equations the same as they've done it in Crane, so you can go and again read the article from Crane, and also you can work out the steps yourself as well. okay, so we are going to now use these equations. okay, so in this case so using equations 9.4, 9.3, so these equations can be written in terms of atomic masses. ठीक है, जैसे हमने पहले किया, in terms of atomic masses as Q beta negative is equal to M XA minus Z ME minus M XA prime minus Z plus 1 ME minus ME the whole multiplied by C squared plus the binding energies. Okay, so this is equation 9.5. So we can notice that the electron masses cancel in this case, right? When you open this equation. And therefore you can neglect the differences in electron binding energy and we can write the next equation. So electron masses cancel. So we can neglect differences in electron binding energy. And we get Q beta negative decay is equal to, this is beta, is equal to MXA minus MXA prime, this is X, and into C squared. This is equation 9.6. Okay, Eman. Hello, Eman. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Durdana,
Yes, ma'am.
Ramin,
Yes, ma'am.
Rajil,
Yes, ma'am.
Asad,
Yes, ma'am.
and Tareen.
Yes, ma'am.
Good. Okay, so now I'm going to erase the board. Okay. In this case, the masses are the neutral atomic masses. You can notice that the masses we're using in this case, the masses are the atomic masses. So you can find these masses in the tables and you can use them for your calculations, right? Okay. Therefore, the Q value represents the energy. The Q value represents the energy shared by the electron, shared by the electron and the neutrino. So therefore we have Q beta negative is equal to TE plus T antineutrino. This is equation number 9.7. And it follows that each has its maximum when the other approaches 0. So we can say that each has its maximum when the other approaches 0. So we have TE maximum is equal to E antineutrino maximum, which is equal to Q beta negative decay. So this is equation 9.8. Okay, so far we have been talking about the beta negative decay. Okay, so now we can talk about the beta positive decay. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, so
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
I'm going to erase the board now. Okay. So for positron decay, So a typical decay process is written as X A Z N will give you a loss of a proton and a gain of a neutron, and plus the positron plus the neutrino. So, and similar to the calculation that we did in the previous case, we can show that similar to the last case, so this can be a homework for you to do it, and you can prove that Q beta positive is equal to minus M XA prime minus 2ME into C squared. So this is equation 9.9. Again, we are using atomic masses. And note that the electron masses do not cancel in this case, okay? Note the electron masses do not cancel in this case. Okay, so we have 5 minutes now. We can talk about the...
Yes, ma'am.
So we can talk about the electron decay capture process, right? The third kind of reaction that we talked about. Okay, we've talked about the beta negative, we've talked about the beta positive, and now we can talk about the electron capture.
Ma'am, do we have a lecture on Thursday? I mean, I've heard that we're having winter holidays.
हाँ बेटा, ये कौन बोल रहा है?
Schedule.
जी बेटा, we have winter holidays, so this was the last class, in fact. Before the...
Happy holidays, ma'am.
Huh? Happy holidays, beta. So what are you doing in the holidays?
I will study high energy particle physics.
Wow. That's interesting. Okay. Shajil, what are you doing?
I haven't thought about this. I mean, I always...
You should take a few days
live
off
with the moments
to relax and to refresh yourself, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you can resume your work later on. ठीक है ना? And what about you, Ramin?
मैम कुछ भी नहीं करना घर में ही.
नहीं बेटा, plan something that makes you relax and makes you refresh. ठीक है, घर में ही बेशक. You can plan some activity that makes you happy. ठीक है?
She wants to come to FCC.
हाँ, she's missing FCC.
Yes, ma'am. I wanna go back.
नहीं, we hope inshallah. ठीक है, लेकिन meanwhile you can plan something to, you know, at home, keeping the SOPs, of course. Something that makes some hobby that you may have, something that you can do, you know, without going into a crowd. ठीक है ना? So maybe some kind of sports or some kind of whatever you like. I don't know. I have no idea.
Yes, ma'am. मैं painting करती हूँ, वो करूँगी.
Wow, that's great. So you can do that. ठीक है ना? Then you can show us in the next class what you did. Is that
Sure,
okay?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
हाँ. And Durdana?
Yes, ma'am.
Durdana, I think will be happy to go home. है ना?
Not really. I just want to stay in the hostel.
You like to stay in the hostel? Okay. So you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
come back after a few days, I suppose.
I hope so.
हाँ. अच्छा. And Tahreem?
Ma'am, sleeping.
Sleeping nahi, come on. Because sleeping is very good, but oversleeping is not good, है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
ओवर स्लीपिंग से इंसान ना ज्यादा वो लेजी और वो आप अच्छा नहीं फील करते, यू डोंट फील एक्टिव एंड अलर्ट, है ना। स्लीप जरूर करो और अच्छा स्लीप करो, लेकिन
मैम ब्रेक मिल जाएगी सुबह वाली क्लासेस से, सुबह 8 o'clock क्लासेस होती हैं।
चलो दैट्स फाइन, उससे वो तो ठीक है, आप थोड़ा टाइम ऑफ लो, लेकिन कुछ ऐसा भी करो जिससे आप अच्छा रिफ्रेश भी हो जाओ, है ना। व्हाट्स योर हॉबी तहरीम?
बस ऐसे
है
मैम, कोई खास नहीं, मतलब बुक्स वगैरह ज्यादातर, या मतलब ऐसे ही है मैम।
अच्छा चलो ग्रेट, डू व्हाट मेक्स यू हैप्पी, ठीक है। और एमन?
यस मैम।
Yes, ma'am.
बेटा आप क्या करते हो?
I like reading novels.
अच्छा ग्रेट, सो यू कैन डू दैट। तो हु इज योर फेवरेट
Yep.
ऑथर?
Khalid Hosseini and Polo Colo.
हाँ अच्छा, बहुत ही वाह। चलो दैट्स ग्रेट। सो नाउ वी सी दैट असद ने बताया हमें, असद क्या करेगा?
Yes,
असद
ma'am, I will do my research on high energy particle physics and I will bake some cakes too.
wow, okay, you can maybe just tell us a little bit about it. We cannot taste your cakes, है ना?
Ma'am, I'll bring one when the university will reopen.
Seriously?
Yes, ma'am.
अच्छा चलो, we look forward to that. ठीक है। अच्छा,
Okay, ma'am.
that's great. Okay, so I wish you all a very happy holiday.
Thank you, ma'am. Same
Thank
to
you,
you.
Thank you,
ma'am. Same
ma'am.
goes for you.
Same
Thank
to
you,
you.
ma'am.
Thank you so
Same
much.
to you.
Yeah, and I hope to see you all refreshed and happy and healthy.
Inshallah.
Yeah, okay. All the best. Take care.
Allah
Yes,
Hafiz,
ma'am.
Okay,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Allah
Bye-bye.
Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.